Once upon a time, there lived a man named Kakombo in a small town surrounded by tall walls and narrow mindsets. Kakombo had always had an unconventional way of thinking and a longing for change. However, the society around him seemed trapped in its old traditions, unable to look beyond its own limitations. Kakombo had many ideas on how he could positively influence his community. He wanted to provide better education for the children, protect the environment, and celebrate cultural diversity. But time and again, he encountered obstacles. The people around him were skeptical of change, clinging to old habits. One day, Kakombo decided to change his approach. Instead of directly talking about his ideas, he began to listen to the people. He listened to their stories, understood their fears and hopes. Slowly, he realized that society was getting in its own way, afraid of the unknown and resistant to change. Kakombo decided to send an indirect message. He started performing small acts of kindness that made people pause and reflect. He helped an elderly man with his groceries, organized a day of communal gardening, and wrote poems about the beauty of diversity. People began to take notice. They started asking questions and questioning their own thought patterns. The walls of narrow-minded prejudices slowly crumbled as seeds of change sprouted in their minds. Over time, Kakombo gained the support of people who shared his vision. Together, they built bridges between different parts of the community, fostered dialogue, and found innovative solutions to the problems they shared. The town began to flourish. New schools were established, conservation projects were launched, and cultural events brought together people from diverse backgrounds. The society realized that by embracing openness and collaboration, they could create a more positive perspective for themselves. Kakombo was proud of what had been accomplished, but he knew it was never really about him. It had always been about inspiring people to look beyond their own limitations and embrace change. Because ultimately, the power for change lay in the hands of each individual. The story of Kakombo reminds us that sometimes we are our own biggest obstacles as a society. By being open to new ideas, respecting different perspectives, and working together, we can shape a more positive future. It is up to us to break down the walls in our minds and pave the way for change.